There we go. Ahoy everyone and welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillian today, along with...
Please mighty Lieutenant Drakir, at your service.
And welcome to, well, a bit of a difference than our usual stuff that we stream. Welcome to Zenless Zone 0. And, yeah, let's shut this thing up now, finally. Fun fact that not a lot of people know about this menu screen is that you can actually change the channel by right-clicking, or clicking anywhere around here, I believe. And yeah, it does take a bit of a stutter to get to the config data. Okay, now, to give some explanation of what we'll be doing here, I'm planning to have this be a weekly thing until we've caught up with the main story to where where that currently is, because I do have an account with this game already, but we'll be starting with a fresh account so we can get, well, the full story of everything.
Regular programming for this breaking news. A companion hollow has suddenly appeared on 14th Street and has already breached Level 3 containment. The Hollow Investigative Association has dispatched a team to the scene to carry out emergency protocols. Evacuation of residents in nearby blocks is underway. Please stay away from the 14th Street area.
Guys, come check this out.
What's that? 14th Street. I think the news mentioned it earlier. Give me a sec.
Yeah, in the Janus quarter. They say it's already breached the level 3 controls.
Yeah. Public security were conducting a manhunt over there today. Evacuations may not be going as expected.
So you're saying?
We should get ready. We'll be seeing some business coming our way soon.
Okay, this game does have a replay feature where you can, well, replay parts of the story, but that's missing out on some things, from what I've been able to find out. So that's why we're starting anew, plus to not make use of my overpowered characters. But yeah, when we catch up to where the story is currently, then we'll swap over to my other account, because at that point all the intermission bits of story will already be done. Though I'm a bit unsure if we should do all the side quests as well, because there are some really good side quests in this game, even if the gameplay in themselves does tend to boil down to the same. But story-wise, there are some very good side quests.
I'll be up for the side quest. The question is, can you replay the side quest with all the story bits on your main account?
No, so yeah, we'll have to complete all the good side quests. Some of them are tedious as all hell. We will avoid those like the plague. But yeah, up until the new stuff, we'll be using this account, where, well, we can choose between two characters here. It's not like with Genshin or Honkai Star Rail, where you'd have to choose one and the other just ceases to be for a good long time. Here, these two will actively work together. It's just, well, which one we will be playing as primarily. We have Wise over here, and Bell. Any input
I
you want
really
to
like Bell so far.
Yeah, Bell, let's go.
Cool.
You would ask
Now
most
we play
people
the
to pick her, I
waiting game.
believe. And from here on out, things will probably start to look familiar to Drakir, because I showcased this game to them privately one-on-one a bit. Chapter 0, or Season 1, Chapter 0, Business Exchanges, something else.
Over there! Go! Go!
Inside a high-rise building on 14th Street in the Janus Quarter, new Eridu. Alright, these we need to click through, or actually, yeah, auto. Actually, I'll leave that on normal, because sometimes it does go through a bit quick.
Yeah, I never use auto.
Yes. Citizens, I'm the head of Janice Quarters Public Security, currently conducting an operation on 14th Street. I regret to inform everyone our operation has been disrupted due to the appearance of a hollow. I'd like to remind the public we are in pursuit of the Red Fang Gang, the group responsible for the terrorist attack on the Research Institute. These are dangerous dudes. Criminals. Particularly their leader, Miguel Silva. Everyone should remain vigilant.
Yeah, a lot of story and such is done through these comic styles, which some people might find a bit disappointing, but as a counterpoint, that does leave a lot more budget for the cutscenes that are animated.
Yeah.
Which will, as we get later on in the story, you see they will get very energetic.
Yeah, I just realized something from the cutscene now. Like, if you compare anime with today and like in 90s, 80s, both of them good.
Yep.
But in some action points, they are already stiff with the modern ones in some cases. This one, I feel like it feels like a hybrid between like 18 and 90s high quality anime, but updated with the 3D graphics.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it makes it look so damn smooth and good.
You talk about choppy animations, remind me of a meme scene from the Berserk anime, where it's just very clearly a PNG being moved around.
Oh dear. I mean, let's not be more of a intentionally stiff because it costs money to do some case animation styles, unless you do an intro or some very special scene.
Yeah.
I'm pissed. As this station's reporter, I can't listen to this anymore. Those criminals need to get... As soon as we find them, we should just get them all, and then them again.
That's the hairy game reporter.
Excuse me, Mr. Reporter. I'm still giving a briefing on the case. I don't give a mother... Listen here, you red ring mother... Don't think the Hollow can protect you. The Public Security's Air Force is on the way. You're... Is that right, officer?
There's a window! Boss, we can get out this way!
But that's a hollow down there. Fine, a way out is a way out. Can you break the glass, Billy?
Easy! Leave it to me!
It bounced off. This glass must be tough.
You don't say.
Damn, I knew it wouldn't be that easy. This window is...
Reinforced bulletproof glass. You won't be able to break it. The cunning hairs. Odd job agency. Why? Why would you steal from the Red Fang Gang? My men went through so much trouble to...
You stole the strongbox from the Institute. We're just returning it to its rightful owner. Hey! Don't make it sound like we're the bad guys.
We're all trying to get by on the same streets. Why? Why would you be helping the cops?
Billy's still knocked out there.
Sorry, but it's not public security that commissioned us. And also, that's none of your business anyway.
Of course it is! Had people steal from my territory! So I have to teach them a lesson! Why don't you just give it back to me? It's so important to us! change it for your lives!
So you need the whole gang armed and ready to handle 3 people? This is the Silver Tears? It's even weirder than the rumors. Wait, is that a flashbang? Correct. It's a GS2 high-lumen military flashbang. The blast is quite strong. Awesome! Time to wake up, Billy!
What?
Eyes open, everyone! Say cheese!
Oh, my eyes! So you choose to resist? In that case, I have no choice but to kill you all!
You've made a mistake, mister. We aren't your enemy. That is.
Falcon 4 to Commander, we've arrived at the source of the light and found the Red Fang Gang. Repeat, we found the Red Fang Gang. Awaiting orders.
Boss, it's the Air Force! That flashbang just now, it was to attract the helicopter!
You finally noticed? Now it's your turn to choose, you crybaby. You can stay and fight us, and then get caught by public security. Or you can run, and we all get to live.
Damn you! Cunning hares!
It's in a hare's nature to avoid getting caught. Don't hold it against me.
What? You found the Red Fang? Then what are you waiting for, Commander? Pick the biggest gun and rain down justice! Falcon 4, attack order received.
Oops.
We're done for.
I want to file a complaint!
And the lockbox as well. Okay.
Dear. I want to correct myself. The more I watch this,
We've fallen into a hollow. Let's go.
Do it.
I realize more. This entire game so far seems like it's an entire love letter to all anime in a way, in animation style and smoothness.
Yeah. The people who worked on this definitely love their media.
Indeed.
Okay, I'm using the controller. Extra attack,
to make
A
something
to
their own.
launch, joystick to move, head to the target location.
An ethereal. That was quick.
Stick, attack combos. In the tutorial, there is, of course, practically no threat. Okay, I'll clear here, press on to the next area. Okay. Yeah, pardon about that. Might need to edit that out. So, yeah, just suddenly slide in my throat or something. Okay, 19. Okay. Basic attacks generate energy. With enough energy, special attacks will be enhanced to EX special attacks. So we just use that. There we go. We can still use them without a charge, but as you can see, they aren't as powerful.
Yeah, I really like the color animation. Like, I think cool color animation, but sometimes they cheat out to make it look very fast, even though they actually just teleporting the arm and such to make it look so fast. Not here. You actually see the entire body moving proper, and it looks so damn good.
Yeah. There we go. Now this character here, Anby. There we go. If we attack 3 times and then press the special attack button, she will pull it out a lot quicker. Which is something that is described in the in her abilities description.
Tracks, platforms, carriages. This is the old metro junction. If that's the case, then this must be the Cretan Hollow. Good. Headset still works, and the recording function is normal.
Also, something I'd like to note, hollows. Let me grab this so I can rest my controller on it. Hollows are quite the spatial anomalies. Like, if you you probably noticed she was falling down into it, yet somehow when she entered it, she was launched sideways. So, yeah, it's a bit of an MC Escher area.
Oh dear.
This is Anby Damara, a member of the odd job agency, the Cunning Hares. I accidentally fell into a companion hollow. I don't have a carrot or proxy support. Probability of getting lost in the hollow is at 96.4%. I will be making a voice log of my experience. Let it serve as evidence for future investigation in the case I am killed or turned into a monster by the ether. Anby's Hollow Survival Log number 1. From my surroundings, I can confirm this is the old Metro Junction area of the Cretan Hollow. The Metro Hollow's terrain is inherently complex. My chances of being rescued will be reduced by 37.8% if I don't consider my next step carefully. If anyone doubts the nature of the Hollow's spatial distortions, please use my recording as proof of their danger. Please don't enter a Hollow unless you are a professional investigator. Otherwise...
There you are, Anby! Great! I knew you'd be okay!
Hello, Billy.
Whoa! Hey! What's gotten into you? You almost got me!
Yeah, this is the third style of animation we'll be seeing quite a lot.
I've met another being of reason. He looks a lot like my colleague, Billy Kid.
The joke being, of course, Billy the Kid.
Oh.
What are you talking about? It's me! Billy!
An investigator has previously encountered ethereals who can mimic human speech and behavior. The investigator rescued the ethereal pretending to be their teammate, but once they got out of the hollow, it revealed itself. The city made a huge sacrifice, but it was unable to defeat the monster. It was only thanks to a courageous investigator who gave his life to drive the monster back into the hollow that the danger was averted.
Come on, the ethereal would be done for the minute it left the hollow. Wait, isn't that the plot of that movie that was in theaters not long ago?
There was a long list of victims involved in the incident. I read all their names.
That's called a cast list!
Yeah, Anby is a bit, yeah.
Question. Who would you most like to have dinner with?
Huh? Dinner? Of course. That'd be the big screen superheroes! The Starlight Knights! Wait! Put your blade down! I'll tell you! It's really the late night drama actress from... Oh, sweetie. Monica.
Giggling.
All clear. The individual has been confirmed as the real Billy Kid. Meeting Billy Kid increases my chances of survival by over 67.8%. I'm glad you're okay, Billy.
I told you I'm me! It's been a while since we fell. We can't contact Nicole from inside the Hollow, but I'm sure she's coming up with a plan. But will she be willing to pay for a rescue crew? You know what Nicole's like.
Based on Nicole's tight-fisted spending habits, I'd say your original analysis is likely correct.
Damn. Now you've got me worried. Let's not get carried away. We have to work together to get through this. As usual, you take the front, and I'll provide fire support from behind.
Right.
And yeah, every character gets that little starting animation like this. Okay.
Oh dear.
You might have noticed that second bar behind, underneath the health bar. That's the daze bar. The enemy's daze is displayed below their HP. Attacking enemies continuously builds up daze, causing them to be stunned. And of course, Billy is a ranged character.
Billy reminds me of several characters. One is Entrea's alternate dragon robot thing, a VTuber.
Okay.
A little bit Deadpoolish, but more comedy level, not a first wall breaker, and not as insane, luckily enough. However, they remind me of another person that you know.
Oh.
They're on the top of the follower list.
Nico, okay. I'll have to remember to tell him that.
Yeah, ever since I saw Nico, I always felt like he looks strangely familiar. And I realized I see so many phone clips of Billy here.
Oh, that's a new one. Also, I just realized I can put my little notepad in my phone holder over here. It's technically not even a phone holder. It's actually supposed to be a holder for a Nintendo Switch, but, well, it can hold other stuff as well. Okay, I can just leave my notepad and the pen on this thing, and I get the feeling I'm going to have to edit the volume of the game down in the post-process in editing, because it is going quite a bit higher than most others, other games that we have streamed. There is a limiter on there, I believe, in case it gets too loud, but still. Yeah, music is also... Yep. Music is a big part of this game as well. Okay, stunned enemies are unable to move and sustain additional damage. You can see the 150% that underneath, that's the amount of extra damage they take. AKA 50% extra, I believe, but I'm not sure if it's double, and they take more damage. Stun them, then beat them to hell. Special attacks trigger a chain attack upon hitting a stunned enemy. So let's do that right now.
Which one?
Then we get to choose. But we do have to be a bit quick about it. Okay. Special attacks. Build up days and trigger chain attacks more quickly. Also, it was only recently, like on the 6th, that that this game had its 1-year anniversary, and they've added quite a bit of quality of life upgrades, from what I've seen, including displaying the level of enemies above them. So yeah, those 01s above them, that wasn't there originally. When your squad contains 2 or more agents, press right button to switch between them.
Leave it to Billy.
Yeah.
My heart rests a little easier whenever you're around, Andy.
Same for you.
Okay. With Billy, yeah, we can just keep the button held down. He has enough energy for an attack, plus one of them is stunned. And yeah, when they chain attack, they do pull off a bit of a special move. So we do want to do that whenever possible. Now we can also press left button to swap the other way around, but since we have only 2 characters, it's just 1-to-1.
Oh, I'm still impressed they went so all ham on the animation. Again, I've seen many games do animation really well, but this is another level.
You'll be quite surprised with some of the other characters then, how their animations can go. Speaking of that though, I do not plan to spend on this account. Like maybe the most that I can think of would be getting like one of the battle passes or season passes, whatever term is currently used. But I won't be directly buying the premium currency because this is still a gacha game. So yeah, you can buy, or you can buy draws, or pulls as they're also called, with real life money, but for the sake of things, I will not be making use of that. Plus, I already have plenty of characters on my main accounts. If we pick up any characters on this account that I don't have on the main, then we'll swap back to this every so often for the social aspect of this, because this game isn't just a dungeon crawler, or dungeon brawler more likely. It also has a bit of a persona thing with it. When a character's attacks hit an enemy, they will gain decibels. Accumulating a certain amount of decibels allows the... Yep, that did not fit in there. Oop. But yeah, fill up the bar, and we gain access to special attacks. Or rather, ultimates. Also, if we time our dodge quite well enough with those flashes, we will get a bit of bullet time. Yep. Okay. Yep. Got that just in time. Defeat the current enemy, yep, for the next tutorial. There we go. 300 or 3,000 points. When decibels reach 3,000, the decibel rating reaches maximum. Once the decibel rating is at maximum, press the special attack or the ultimate attack to launch an ultimate. So... which can also trigger a chain attack if an enemy becomes stunned. Also, this used to be you could only hold one charge of 3,000 decibels at once, but at some point, somewhat recently, they made it so that every character's decibels are calculated separately. So yeah, that allows for a lot more power output, so to say.
Yeah, I feel the devs have a real passion for the hobbies in this game. I can feel the passion and love put into this.
I will say from the Hoyo games that I've played so far, being Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and, well, of course, Zenless Zone Zero, I'd say this one is my favorite of them so far. That isn't to say that the others are bad, they're still good games. I just still say that of those three, I think this one is the best at the moment.
Right, is the same company?
Yep.
Okay. Are they able to keep all this quality for all the games? And as in animations?
It differs. Of the ones, it kind of goes up, the quality, or the standard of quality goes up with the more recent ones. Like, to my knowledge, Honkai Third Impact, which does take place in the same world as Honkai Star Rail, to my very limited knowledge about that game. To my knowledge, that one is considered the weakest. After that, we've got Genshin. After that, Star Rail. Also, hi in chat, Mark. I hope you're doing well. Let's see, I wish my phone could run ZZZ that smoothly. Yeah, I originally tried to play Genshin Impact on advice from a friend on phone, and it almost burned my hand, so I kind of dropped it at that point, not literally. But I did try it again on PC later, and, well, I've caught up with current story with that in the, 3-4 years that's been going on. I wouldn't be against streaming either of those games as well. Also...